This is a Headgum original.
Jake and Amir, two Jews that you can't forget. In 2010, they were big on the internet. And all things considered, their success is more than fair. Now here's one more effort for only positive motivations, they swear. Another podcast, each app different from the last. It's the Swiss Army knife of shows. Meet your two emphatic hosts.
That's from one of our earliest videos. It's like you
That's right.
trying to do stuff with
And
the
it still
metal
slaps.
fingers. Yeah, it's still
It's,
funny.
Black Parade, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're giving metal. For you're not watching, we're doing the rock and roll.
Yeah.
Index finger,
Rocker.
pinky.
Yep.
And then it stuck to the point where we're like trying to like fix our hair.
Yeah.
Lift up a cup, and it's really hard because we can only use two fingers.
And in that video, I think you go to a vending machine.
Just
and then
one.
you go to a vending machine. You can't press
Oh, yeah,
one of
the
the buttons, so
vending
you
machine, yeah.
press two at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you go to a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
And you hold up the rocker.
Can I get one?
You mouth one. And then you get two
We
hot
peaked
dogs. That was
in
great.
2006.
Yeah, that's
17
true.
years ago.
What, was that 17 years ago now?
I think so. Yeah.
Sad.
I wanted to sort of apologize / give you the room to admit defeat. In last week's episode, we played the celebrity game,
Yeah.
and you beat me by going Stevie Nicks, which
Right.
we thought ended with X.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of tweets and messages and posts, DMs, that Stevie Nicks is actually spelled Nicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know that at the time?
At the time, no.
No.
I didn't know that. I know that now. And I mean, it's the exact same thing.
I sang for you.
Yeah, you did. And you know what? This happens all the time in sports, in competitions. It just happened to the New York Knicks. I think last night the ref said that they called a foul on somebody shooting a three. They said it wasn't a foul, but the Rockets won the game.
Yeah.
My beloved Tottenham Hotspur, I believe they beat Liverpool this year 2-1. And there was a disallowed goal in the first half that should have stood.
Interesting.
These things happen, and you have to be prepared because the game can't be perfect.
Yeah.
You have to be perfect. Do you know what I mean?
That's
You
really
should have
cool.
stood up for yourself. You should have known that Stevie Nicks didn't end with an X.
For whatever
Why
reason,
don't you
I
sing for me now?
Oh, boy. I can make you satisfied in everything you do.
What song
Elliott
is that?
Smith. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's from Good Will Hunting.
Okay, cool.
That should be another bet that we do. The loser has to read a movie out loud.
Oh, I had a really dumb idea in my head the other day that it can never be anything, so I'll just say it on the show.
Sure.
You know the really powerful end of Good Will Hunting?
Yep.
When
I guess you could say, Mom have to see about a girl.
No. It's when Robin Williams is telling Matt Damon, "It's not your fault."
Right.
He's like, "Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not your fault. Like, stop it.
Yeah,
It's not your
yeah,
fault." And they have
yeah.
this really big
Emotional hug.
Yeah. So in my head, it was just, instead of saying it's not your fault, he just keeps on saying it's not that big a deal.
I know.
It's not that big a deal. That helps you get over your trauma.
Yeah. My parents do that a lot, both with us growing up and now with their grandchildren.
Yeah.
It's like they spilled and they cried. It's like, it's okay. It's not that big of a
Right,
deal. But
yeah.
now that's like their attitude towards everything. It's like
Yeah.
stuff that is a big deal. It's like, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. The
But
other
some
day-
stuff is a big deal.
Totally. The other day, I was giving Gemma a bath and I laid her down on the counter before the bath and she doesn't like getting undressed. So I'm laying her down, but she's sort of grabbing at my arm, trying to not go down. But I bring her closer and closer and she's pretty close. So I'm like, okay, there you are. But then as she's getting closer, she just kind of leans her head back and hits her head on the back of the
Counter.
and then she starts crying. And my reaction was instead of saying it's okay or anything, Jill was right there. I was like, that's not my fault.
So you were trying to soothe yourself.
Yeah.
not
I felt
her.
so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't want you to cry. I didn't want her to cry, but I was like, that's not my fault.
Yeah, you can be in pain, but don't be mad at me.
This is the worst thing you can say.
This is not on me.
Yeah. That's not my fault.
That's almost funnier than it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Saying that's not my fault instead
Yeah,
of it's not
it's not
your
my
fault.
problem.
Yeah.
And it also was my fault. Yeah.
She hit her head.
Oh, come on. She hits her head all the time. She hits her head all the time.
Really?
If she hits her
All the
head
time.
doing something that she wants to do, doesn't bother her at all.
Yeah.
She's reaching for a toy.
Yeah.
She smacks her head on the side of the counter. She's like, whatever.
She's
I'm still
also
looking
trying
for
to.
the toy.
She's almost like trying to frame you or something.
Yeah, she was like, I'm like, I know that didn't hurt you that much, but you're
Yeah.
kind of already on the edge. You're already doing something you really didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Now you're just fucking embellishing for the sake, or you lean in and
it's
say,
like when
"You're
you
trying
get
to
back
make
in it,
me
you're
look
like,
bad."
you at the grocery store, you forgot something. You're like, God damn, I have to go back inside. And then as you're going, you like stub your toe on your car or something.
Now that hurts more.
Yeah, it hurts more because you didn't want to be doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We should say we're back in the studio together.
That's right.
So
That's
we
right.
can talk over each other quickly. We can point to the screen right now. It's just our podcast art. But
Yeah.
we can put anything on.
There's no delay.
up here.
Oh, yeah. We could do a 50 like tweet today.
Yeah, we could do a 50 like tweet for sure.
Yeah.
We could really do anything we want.
Anything we want.
And that's the beauty of segments. It's
We could clear
completely
these
malleable.
tables out and have a wrestling match.
We can have an oil wrestle or a mud wrestle. Any liquid,
That's right.
almost like a viscous
You and I could do a
wrestling.
wet T-shirt contest.
We could do a ZQuil
which I guess,
contest.
what is a wet T-shirt contest?
It's
just
where
when
you wear white T-shirts
Right,
and then
you
you
get
get really
wet.
wet, so you can sort of see.
But
like,
how?
'cause it
Why?
sticks to
Why is
their,
it the
like,
contest?
clothes.
Who has?
It's who has the
nipples
best
are
wet.
more visible.
Yeah, exactly. The most visible wet
Yeah.
T-shirt sort of
Interesting.
style. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we could do that.
We could easily do it.
Yeah.
I'm
wearing white already. Okay.
Yeah. Let's try to stick to segments that are evergreen / doable, even
What's
over
not
Zoom.
evergreen about a wet T-shirt? White T-shirt contest or
A
wet?
white T-shirt contest. That's how they were invented. It was I misheard you. All right, everyone, line up for the white T-shirt contest. Wet
Who has-
T-shirt. No, white T-shirt.
Who's taking the best care of their white tees?
I can see their nips.
Oh my god!
They don't do that anymore, I bet, on MTV because it's considered like sexual
It's like-
harassment.
yeah,
or
it's
something.
objectifying.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Which is why we're not going to do it today either.
Right.
You thought a good segment would be to come up with a movie or musical?
Yeah. I think we did it a long time ago by accident on If I Were You. You came up with a
Pretty good film.
House Mouth.
Yeah, it was House Mouth. It was a horror movie about a house. Like
Yeah.
the house is haunted and it's like a personification
Oh,
of
okay.
a house.
All right. So wasn't that hard?
No.
We'll come up with another one. A film.
Yeah.
Do you want to do? We'll do a Disney or a Pixar, an animated, a kids film.
That's even easier
Yeah.
because there's like basically no rules.
Right.
Fish can talk, toys can walk around.
Yeah.
It's so
That's-
random sometimes.
Right. And that's kind of so what's the magical element here? Is it animals? Is it fairies? Is it princess? Is it underwater? Is it
Yeah.
inanimate objects are fine?
I think definitely. Or is it like emotions are personified as?
Oh,
things?
yeah. Yep, that's
Sometimes
another
they'll
one.
do like I'm
Yeah.
anger and I'm sadness,
Right.
And it's a
That's-
different character.
Yeah, and it's just like a red bubbly guy.
I think we start with the star of it, and we sort of back into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, who's the biggest fucking star in the world?
Right now,
Probably Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
So Taylor Swift is. What do you think?
The Littler Mermaid.
A
So
really,
it's like
really
The Little
dinky
Mermaid, but
ass-
she's
dinky
so tiny
ass.
dinky.
It's almost like a tadpole.
Yeah. Tadpole Swift.
I see.
Okay. So Taylor
Tadpoles
Swift.
basically are like little sperms that become frogs.
Yes.
So the idea that like, what's a pre-mermaid?
Right.
Because you never see a baby mermaid.
Yeah. What did Ariel, the Little Mermaid, look like when she was born? She probably looked like a little tadpole.
Yeah.
And that's what Taylor Swift will be, the Littler Mermaid.
Or the littlest mermaid,
the
or like a
littlest-
dinky ass mermaid.
The dinky ass mermaid,
Mermaid,
starring Taylor Swift. And yeah, so it's like kind of the origin story.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and the beginning, she's born. She's a tiny little dinky mermaid.
Super dinky.
And then
ass.
okay, so we have the star, we have the
Because I already see the poster, Taylor Swift as.
dinky mermaid.
Yes, exactly. Or like plays, not Ariel because that name is taken, but
Right.
like something with a B. Bridget.
Burial.
Burial.
Okay.
A burial.
Burial.
Yeah, burial.
So Burial the dinky
yeah,
mermaid.
mermaid tadpole.
Yeah.
And then it's like her. To her, it's like the whole world, but I bet it's like a small little pond.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So it's a tide pool, maybe.
Yeah, or like a koi pond at a fancy hotel.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Like a resort.
Oh, so instead of Prince Charming, she falls in love with either like a bellhop or somebody staying at the hotel.
Yeah, or like a
So,
kid
like-
falls in. I wonder if a kid can fall in.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of fun. What if a kid falls in, and that's good because it's reversed. It's not like in the Little Mermaid, Ariel gets feet from Ursula.
Yep.
You remember Ursula?
Oh yeah. No,
And-
wasn't it her? Oh, she exchanges her voice.
Yeah. She makes a trade, a devil's bargain with Ursula for feet, and then she goes up and she has to kind of
But
convince.
she can't talk.
Yeah, she
Why
can't
does
talk.
Ursula want her voice? Because she can't talk, or
No, Ursula can talk. She sings a song
Right.
before.
better than probably Ariel. I think.
Yeah, I think she's jealous because she's an octopus lady and she wants the voice, for her own means, her own
interesting.
devious ends.
Yes, exactly. What's a Faustian bargain? Doesn't it seem like that would come into play here? Whatever
yeah,
that means.
right.
So like
Faustian.
imagine like the tadpole, the dinky ass mermaid played by Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
making a Faustian bargain.
I,
But what do you think that means?
I don't really know what that is.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Faustian? I'll guess that it's bargaining something you don't have to
Right.
bargain.
Or like or you want something so badly that when you get it, you're not even that happy about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a Faustian bargain or something.
All right, so Taylor Swift as the Dinky Mermaid Burial makes
Tadpole,
makes a Faustian bargain,
Bargain, that's
with-
really cool.
with a tyke that falls in the koi pond at the
Yeah.
fancy hotel.
It
where
can
she
even be
lives.
an infant that actually slipped out of a hands of a proud father.
Right.
And then like slaps it,
Yeah.
hits the top, the surface tension, and then it just like hits, and then she sort of lays, like sort of floats down to the bottom.
And then
at
does
that point, the
Burial save the infant.
I think that's like almost like it's considered like a supernatural event to her, because it's like, holy shit, now there's like this for her giant baby
Right.
because she's so small.
Yeah.
But like it's part of basically this
What is?
Faustian.
Yeah. It's Faustian. What happens in Act 2?
Interesting. I get what you mean. Like, what's the goal?
What's-
What's the
yeah,
promise of
what
the
is-
premise?
right,
What is
what
she
is-
trying to achieve?
What does Burial want?
and how does she get it?
Yeah, exactly. Does she want out of the koi pond?
I think so.
That's a little that mirrors the Little Mermaid a little too much.
Right. She wants to go out and like see Prince Charming and all that
Right.
stuff.
Maybe Burial enjoys her time in the pond. And wants more people to live there.
Right.
So she's kind of like evil. Maybe at night she drags people who are in the hotel by themselves into the pond with her.
That's Faustian. I wonder because a lot of these movies and superhero stuff right now is like this gray area of morality. You don't know like who's the bad guy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
like this bad guy, but it's actually like, is he that bad? Because he just he's the Joker. He wants to see the world
Right,
burn or something.
he's just messed up in some
Yes,
way. He's
exactly.
unmedicated.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wonder if like the tadpole
Part of your world.
that song is taken, but we could easily just slide another
Right.
one in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, part of your
Swirl.
right, because it's the drain is going down.
Yeah, oh, that's good. They're that's like
They're cleaning the pond.
exactly. So the water's getting lower and lower and lower. The tadpole is fine because it's super dinky
Part
ass.
of your swirl. I have something in my throat, so if that didn't sound good, it was just because I had a flaky croissant for breakfast.
Keep
but
in
I
mind
think
it would
on the
be-
day when we're recording, I won't.
It won't be you. It'll be Taylor Swift.
I will. Well, I'll record like the scratch tracks for her to go off of, and at the end of the day, if she passes on the project, I can play Dinky.
Right. So the water's going down.
Yeah.
Which sort of is like a timer of the entire.
Right. That's our ticking clock.
Exactly. It's a metaphor towards like us hurtling towards
Oblivion.
climate change
Yeah.
that we can't stop.
Right.
So the water's getting lower and lower. The tadpole is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh.
Taylor Swift realizes, holy shit, at a
Burial,
certain
yeah.
point, it's going to be too much, too fast, too soon. So she's going to be able to try to convince the fetus, or not the fetus, but the infant.
The infant, yeah.
The
not
infant that
fetus.
fell into the pool.
Yeah.
She has like a few moments. For her, she's small. Everything takes forever, but it's actually like a few seconds. So
Right.
like, imagine dropping Gemma in a pool or
No,
a pond.
I won't.
For you, it's like, oh shit. Oh my God, she's okay. She's okay. She's okay.
That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault.
That took 2 seconds. But in the pond world,
Right.
could've
Time
been
works
months.
differently in the in the pond. It works a little differently in the pond.
Yeah, she's setting up the stakes
Yeah.
/ universe or the
Right.
physics, the reality, the Faustian bargain that's happening, which is
Yeah.
basically the smaller you are, the slower time is.
Yes.
It all exists like super stretched out or
Right.
fast, whatever. However we want to fucking
Time
do
works a
this
little
thing.
differently in the pond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Time works differently in the pond. And that could be sung by either Taylor or the Sebastian
Taylor Swift
style,
or Taylor Lautner,
Yes,
who
who
will be
could be,
playing
like-
Sebastian.
but like a smaller version of a crab. What are those like when you had pets as a kid and they were like little crab, like almost like...
Sea monkeys?
Yeah, a little sea monkey. So
Right.
he's like a little sea monkey.
So time
Like-
works even slower for him because you can't even really see a sea monkey.
Oh, really? It's that
Yeah.
small?
Yeah.
Jesus, that
A
changes
waste.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's too small.
Well, we could go down into like the, micro. So then that's kind of interesting because
Osmosis
then
Jones
Taylor
style.
/ Burial
Yeah.
looks larger because
Oh,
it's
interesting.
almost a story of relativity
Interesting.
and subjectivity.
Yes, because like to her, she's
And it's
dinky.
Faustian.
It is Faustian the bargain, but like for her, she's small to us,
Yeah.
and then the infant that you dropped.
Huge to her,
Exactly.
but Taylor Lautner, a sea monkey, Burial is actually very big to him.
Yes.
So I don't know. There's something there.
Is there like an equivalent to that, like with regards to anything you've seen ever
Faust?
before?
Like I've never seen anything. I
Which
don't
is
think
good.
Yeah. Interstellar deals with some of this stuff.
Thematically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm interested in doing time jumps. The way Interstellar did,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you seen Ad Astra, starring Brad Astra?
Yeah, I have.
So
It would
wasn't
be
that
an Ad Astra meets Little Mermaid meets Inception meets Interstellar.
/ Little Mermaid /
Battlestar
Finding
Galactica.
Nemo. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Taylor Swift, Taylor Lautner, Brad Pitt. Which is like, honestly, you don't even need to say anything more than that.
I feel like having those people attached, that sells the movie, and I don't even want to pitch it anymore.
Right.
Like if you're
we
not
walked
buying
in-
this in the room, if you're not giving me a monster advance to write this movie with these stars attached, with
Yeah.
this A-list talent,
Yeah.
with Taylor Swift and Brad
Lautner.
Pitt alone, Lautner is added value. Because
He's-
I don't think
he's
Lautner.
the third character.
I
like,
love
in
the guy, but I
background,
don't think he doesn't open a movie on his own.
He doesn't
these
have to
days.
because he
No.
hasn't.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he
think
is-
he's been in
yeah.
the film since Twilight, which is 11, 12 years ago.
I'm sure, yeah, well,
It's weird as fuck that he's even in this film. I don't even know how that happened.
but he is attached.
Yeah,
and he's
I
not
wonder why
going
that
anywhere.
is.
He's literally attached to the script.
I feel like we made a Faustian bargain with his agent.
Yeah.
Is there a world where Pitt and Swift are super attached? Do you know what that means?
No.
So there's attached, which
Right.
is like if we sell this movie and it goes and you have
Yeah.
availability, you'll
That's
be
the
in it.
IFCOM?
That's an IFCOM deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IFCOM, blind development.
Super attached would be a $50 million advance paid in kind
Yeah. Points?
on the back end. Yeah.
Not
And
on the front?
on the front. They're actually attached, so intertwined to one another
So interstellared into this script.
that it's almost like they have to be in the movie regardless of what else they have going on.
Wow. So world tour over.
Correct.
That's right.
Because she's, again,
So attached.
super attached.
Super attached.
Yeah. Is there anything there
Faustian.
or not? So we walk into the room, Swift, $50 million, already gone.
Yeah.
Super attached. Even if there's a fucking Super
I feel like
Bowl.
we hammered this out between us. We walk into the room, we say, Swift, Pitt, Lautner, suck on these nuts. How much do you want to give us?
And they'll be like, why Lautner?
Why not Lautner?
Why
Swift is
not
super
Ner?
attached. It doesn't matter who else. No one else is playing second fiddle. Try to find. You think Tom Holland is going to play second fiddle to Taylor Swift? No, it's these egos for these Hollywood guys, right?
They all want to be like first billing.
Right, exactly. And you need to find somebody that hasn't had that opening hit in a little while, a la Lautner. Or you need to find that aging actor, a la Pitt, who is like, I'm willing to be the and Brad Pitt, because it's going to be Taylor Swift, Taylor
billing,
Lautner,
yeah.
first billing. But then you have
Then
that
that title.
special and
at the end.
Brad Pitt.
Feature with special guests.
with
featuring
with Brad
and,
Pitt. Like comes third, but it is his own thing.
First, like he's title card, just him. It's not like
I feel
Brad
like we're
Pitt
focusing so much on the title cards and the credits and the deals that I'm a little lost because I still don't entirely know what happens in like Act 3.
Do you know
or
what
Burial
wants? What's that phrase? Like I can't see the forest for the trees or from the trees.
Because I'm worried about Crafty at a certain point.
It's all VO.
Pitt's arriving on set, but it is in an animated.
It's
animated.
all VO, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know why
Crafty
he's coming
is.
to set, but like he's showing up at set having not had.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned.
Are there trailers for VO, or you just walk into the booth?
That's what I think maybe
I've never done this
we'll do
level of
a car service to pick him up and to drop him off, but then he arrives at the VO booth.
It doesn't make sense. Unless we do like a sort of Sonic style. Sonic is animated, but the characters are real.
Real action. Yeah.
But I wonder if, like, Ben did Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Did he have Crafty?
Let's call him and we have to get this hammered out.
Should we try calling him right now and ask if he had Crafty while recording Sonic? I'm curious if there was a spread.
Sure thing.
At the very least, if there was bread.
And
then once we have this hammered, that's the last page of the pitch deck.
All right, so I'm gonna FaceTime him.
Wonder if he'll pick up.
Yeah,
He should, right? He's not available.
no, it's unavailable.
Yeah,
so
that was like.
Should I call again? Oh, actually, I can record a video,
and then he'll send one back.
Okay, so it's counting me in.
Okay. Oh, this is like a video.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, I know you rejected my FaceTime call. I was just calling because Amir had a question.
On Sonic, was there Crafty for the VO?
That's it. Just let us know.
Okay.
And we'll see if he responds. But that's...
I wanted to ask about being super attached.
1 second.
Handsome.
All right, we're back.
Yep.
We're in the same room, so I thought it would be fun to play Hot Hands. That
Right.
game where, like, you put your palms up, I put my hands on yours, and you try to slap me.
Yeah. Do you play the one at a time?
I think you can do, you can go, like, right hits right, left hits left. You don't have to go, like, across.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And you can also do a double.
Yeah. The double is what you want.
Exactly. The double is the key.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously this is better visually, but we'll try to narrate as well.
Okay.
But you can watch this episode and this Hot Hands little, You do a lot of it is faking.
Yeah, because and like, what happens if you pull your hands away?
Yeah, that's fine, right?
The
as
rule,
long as you don't get slapped.
Yeah,
but then you're constantly just going like this.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're just trying to get somebody to not fake out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Am I going first or you?
Okay,
going
you
first?
can go first. So Jake,
let's rock paper scissors to see who goes on the bottom first.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, why don't we do the ones and twos thing to see if it's 3, 2, 1, shoot,
or
just 3, 2, shoot.
Okay, great.
So I'll say a number 1 through 4. So I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then say number 1 through 4, and you have to either put 0 or 1 finger up.
Huh?
You have to go 0 or 1 finger up. Okay,
I have to?
Yeah, and me.
Okay,
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, so that's 2.
Huh?
And now you say 3, 2, 1, and a number 1 through 4.
3, 2, 1, 1.
Got it.
Wow, I don't even know how to play.
Okay, so now let's do rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Right. So now we're I don't know what the which
rock,
one was
paper,
winning.
scissors, shoot.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And then winner will be like the people who put their palm up.
Right.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you beat me. Scissors beats paper.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go on the bottom.
Okay. And that's the game.
You didn't even flinch.
Didn't flinch because I was gonna let you slap me and say, "All right, that was the game," but you didn't do that.
All right.
Okay. Round 1.
Round 1.
Hi.
Nice.
It's hard. They hit me a double.
I smacked him double time. Come on, bring it back, coward. My nails are also really long. I'm scratching them under here. Come on, you're not even trying.
It's too fast.
See what I have now?
Got to be another double.
I have dad reflexes, so I'm really fast.
That's how you hit Gemma.
So scared. I hit him again.
I can't imagine a world where
You
it
just-
goes, I
you-
am fast enough. Oh, I have to be able to whiff you.
Hit him again.
It's 4.
All right. I don't know. Do you want me to just keep on
No,
going?
no, I got it. It's fine. You got me again.
Got him again.
Is it this easy?
Oh
All right,
God.
let me try to be on the bottom.
I'm skittish. He's getting me with the face.
How does anyone
Got
ever
me once.
lose? I mean, it's just constant. There's no
Too easy to
losing.
get me when I'm coming back.
Yeah, we have to make it almost easier. It's all about the coming back.
I have to remember. I'm trying to remember.
Not even moving now. He fucking gets off to this shit. All right, I guess let's keep going until somebody actually gets whiffed. Oh! Got one.
Yes,
All right, we're getting
nice.
better. Now I'm the one who's going to slap Jake. Hoop.
Oh.
Okay, because you're hitting the mic. That looks more painful. 1, 2. Dad reflexes.
Dad reflexes.
Oh!
Dad reflexes.
I tried to go cross country. That was good.
Cool. It's fun.
All right, we're back.
Yo.
Somebody, I asked on Reddit, anybody had segment ideas. The popular most upvoted comment was begging for Altoids. But the second one was to talk about another College Humor oral history style story from our past.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever talked about the hottest college girl contest party
Yeah.
in which one of the ladies we were throwing the party for went missing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had more of an insight into that whole situation.
For, I believe, it was either 2 or 3 years, I was in charge of the hottest college girl contest, at least from an editorial standpoint.
And that was like a March Madness style bracket tournament where people would literally vote on which person was hotter.
Yeah. So we would solicit submissions. This was insane. So,
Saying
but
it out
yeah.
loud, yeah.
Girls from all of the different colleges around the world or around the country would submit themselves, and then we would help them build their profiles with like all of these pictures, and then they would go head to head against other girls from other colleges in a March Madness bracket style tournament.
Down to a Final Four. Final
the
two,
final.
and then ultimately crowning the hottest college
Yeah,
girl.
and these CollegeHumor was a huge website. These were getting tens of thousands of votes. It wasn't like
Probably more.
yeah. So it was,
And it was sponsored.
I think it was sponsored in the last like year or two. I think before that it was just like a traffic driving thing. But yeah, then eventually it was sponsored by like probably Axe or Mike's Hard Lemonade or something
I was
like
gonna
that.
say Axe for sure.
And then, at the end of this tournament, we would also have a party where all 64 of the college girls were.
64?
We invited all of them every year.
Wow. But you had to get there yourself.
Yeah, and we didn't put anybody up. We didn't. It was just like, you can come to the party if you want because you were in the contest. And
Which was like on a boat in the piers or something like that.
there was, I don't know. I don't think there was a
that
boat
a
party,
different
but I don't
party?
think that was the hottest college girl party. They were both. The ones that I remember were at like clubs.
Or hotel rooftops or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah. There was a hotel rooftop that one year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there. So the hottest college girl came.
Of course.
Everybody got absolutely trashed. And I think she was like getting in a cab to go to Brooklyn. And that was the end of the night. And then the next day we got a call from her dad.
We got a call.
Yeah, I don't know who got in touch with who or how, but nobody knew where she was.
Yeah.
And I showed up late. I was insanely hungover.
It feels like everyone was just sort of like after a war laying around the office as though like we had just been wounded, but it was just hangovers.
Yeah, and it's not like we were necessarily responsible for Well, maybe we put her up at a hotel or something.
Right. Then it becomes getting like scary legalese. Like, who is responsible for getting this person to where they need to be?
You had her at a party and you just let her get in the cat. I think also like Brooklyn wasn't really that scary, but maybe it was like 2007. So it's like it could sound kind of like, she just went to a random place in Brooklyn. Where did she go?
For someone from like Idaho, that might be a scary thing.
And I remember specifically that I had to go home to Connecticut that day because my little cousin was graduating high school.
I can't deal with this right now.
I can't miss my cousin's high school graduation.
I need to be there as her cousin. What if she walks down the fucking aisle and then she looks up and sees her whole family, but one of her cousins isn't there?
Do you remember anything about that day?
I remember it being kind of scary because we're like, do we call the police and say like this 22-year-old is missing? Is that even a thing? Do 22-year-olds go missing? Or like once you're an adult, you're not missing.
Yeah,
you're just an adult.
Off the grid.
Yeah, like I can go camping and no one's going to say they're missing, right?
Yeah, I think her dad like had called the CollegeHumor front desk. Like now nobody could call a Headgum front desk. You don't really have that.
Yeah, there was a receptionist.
There was a receptionist. It might have even been Murph. Yeah. Yeah, called, didn't know where his daughter was.
Right.
And like we're like, well, who was gonna talk to him? Because
we're all 24 as well.
I help people crop their photos, sir. You should really talk to Streeter. He's the
editor-in-chief.
Editor-in-chief. He's like, well, you should really talk to Jay Money. He's the sales guy that puts the contest on.
You should talk to the guy at Axe who gave us $250,000 to make this a contest for everybody.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever. I mean, she resurfaced. I think her phone had died or something. So it all turned out okay.
Yeah, and then we made that into an episode of the CollegeHumor show.
That's right. It was based on a true story.
Yeah.
Starring Ariana Madix, who might have been in the contest, or at the very least was one of the like cute college girls of the week, which was another segment of the site that I was in charge of.
I can't believe the craziest part is we're bringing that back to Headgum.
Right. Cute college girl of the week.
Yeah, it's podcasts, and then also the front page of Headgum will feature the cute college girl of the week.
It is funny how like perfect that worked out though for me and CollegeHumor. Like, can you imagine anyone else on editorial who would have been as horny as I was and good at it? Like if it had gone to Jeff Rubin.
Maybe as good at it, but nowhere as horny.
Yeah, like,
there's no way.
Imagine Castle's being in charge of it.
That wouldn't last a second.
No.
He's not horny enough.
No, he's not horny enough.
Did you hook up with any of the hottest college girls
ever?
Come on,
that's uncouth.
I'm curious.
It's uncouth. Let's not go there.
There were 64. Must have been 3-4 years of the 248.
Let's not.
You must have smooched at least one of them.
Let's not.
Holy shit!
I'd really hate to.
I'm pulling it up right now. Show me what round she lost in.
Because that's the big question.
Was she a Sweet 16?
Was she a 16 seed or no?
Did you have to seed them?
I don't think that. No. I think we did seed them.
That would be kind of extra fucked up, right?
Yeah. No. I mean, we determined the draw. I don't know if we did it based on like this girl's actually the hottest and this one's not. I think it was like because everyone was in charge of submitting their own pictures. So if somebody had like 16 pictures, they were well cropped, they were well lit. They're like, okay, well, this person's going to go further than like somebody who sent 2 grainy pictures or whatever.
And it's like, flip phones back then. The photos were of varying degrees.
But I do think that we seeded them in some sense for sure.
Yeah, to try to get the
behind the seeds.
And then did you also have to give them bios and like question and answer? Like didn't you?
I think they had interviews,
cute, clever answers to the questions. Or
something?
Yeah.
I think we had them fill out. Questionnaires or interviews. I definitely chatted with all of them on AIM.
Really?
Yeah, dude. That's why I was so epic.
I had literally all of their AOL handles.
I had the screen names.
And you would just make little appointment Zoom dates before Zoom, maybe a Skype or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me help you fill out. What are 5 things you can't live without?
Yeah.
If you were stranded on a desert island.
The perfect job for a 21-year-old.
And yet still one of them went missing. Did any of them become friends of ours or like graduate from there to like?
Yeah, Jen Crocker.
Yeah.
Ariana, I don't know if she was a college girl or in the main contest, but her. Yeah, I think there's a couple of people that I'm like still in touch with that are from that contest technically.
Jill, right?
Yeah, Jill.
Jill was a finalist.
That's right.
2006, I want to say.
Well, she went missing. Yeah.
That's how you met / found her.
Yes, we found each other.
All right, that's a good college humor story.
Yeah. If anybody else has any other things they want us to zero in on, they should let us know, because I think that the oral history, if we can really fixate on one point, it's really good.
That way somebody can transcribe this and turn this into a book later.
Exactly.
All right, we're back.
Yep.
This is a game submitted to us by Trash Class Hero.
Love it.
They just said fake laugh until real laugh.
So we instituted a couple rules and regulations.
So I'm going to fake laugh until Jake laughs.
Okay.
He's going to try to last long.
Right.
And he who last laughs last.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you want to last.
I want to last.
Yeah. You're going to try to not laugh, basically, as I laugh.
Okay.
And if you start laughing, that'll be your time.
Great.
And I'll try to last longer than that laugh lasted. So I'm
Trying
going to start a
warm me up.
stopwatch.
It's not going to work. Yeah.
What's that?
Nothing.
You're notoriously bad at this. You'll laugh very quickly.
Yeah, but I have dad reflexes now.
Correct. So I'm going to hit start and start laughing. And then you try not to laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, start. All right, 45.87.
That was pretty good.
You lasted a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Started to get a little lightheaded towards the end. Were you thinking of sad things or any strategies?
I was thinking of hot things.
That's really
It's a
cool.
different strategy.
I did notice
Yeah.
you came a little bit. But you did not laugh.
I'm fully erect. I am coming.
You had.
I
a
only
day
laugh because I laugh
emission.
when I nut.
I only laugh because I laugh when I nut. All right, score to beat is 45.87.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. You laughed.
I didn't laugh.
What are you talking about?
went
You
like
did
this.
laugh. That's a laugh.
I was trying to hide it. I didn't break. All right, let's start over. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. You're screaming.
Are you gonna say you're not laughing?
All right, fine. But you cheat. That's not a laugh.
Yes, it is.
Me. All right, one more round, but you don't have. I won't have to laugh. I can make any noise.
Okay.
Kind of like treating you like a little baby.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if I can beat 18 seconds. Ready?
Mhm.
Zing! Zing! Ooh, 24.
Yeah. I could have kept going. I just
Yeah.
looked over and I knew that you didn't beat my time. The trick is to think of something really hot.
So that way when I'm making crazy noises, it only adds to the experience.
Exactly.
All right, let's see. You can laugh. You can do any noise you want. I'll try to beat 24:33. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Resetting and starting. Wow. Silence. You were laughing. is...
You're laughing. You laugh too.
I think we learned a lot.
All it takes is for me to crack myself up.
Because it's funny knowing you're thinking of hot things
Yeah.
and then you break, much like a baby crying, wailing, screaming out of nothing.
Exactly.
Does it ever go from 0 to 60 like that with a 9-month-old? Like she's fine and then, or is it like a slow buildup?
It's a slow buildup. She's like, all right, I'm doing something that's pissing her off. She doesn't want to do this, but it something it has to happen. Like,
and then it like kind of like
we're
a
trying to give
kettle.
her like Motrin the other day because she's teething.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, by the way, she's so dexterous. I had the little syringe. I bring it towards her mouth. She grabs it and then starts sucking on the other side. I'm like, whoa, all right.
Then she
You're
sticks it
you're
in your arm.
You're
You're like,
fast and
no,
strong.
I'm cool,
Yeah.
man.
I was like, all right, you got me. I'm doing this again. And I knew to expect it. And I was coming in. And she did the exact same thing.
She blocked it.
Grabbed it, spun.
Took it in her mouth.
Like the Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan thing with the gun.
The gun.
It's like
Squirted the
even
Motrin at you.
so strong, fast. And she's like so deceptively fast because she's just like this, but then we'll just like.
Who taught you how to administer liquid Motrin?
Jill.
And who taught her?
I don't know.
YouTube, maybe?
Yeah, YouTube.
It's a squirt into like the cheek so that they have to suck it down.
Yeah, maybe she read a book. I don't know. She just kind of seems to also intuitively know everything.
And did she ever like take the liquid medicine and just spit it out
She spits out a lot of it. Yeah, but I think that's why they have you give.
in a very specific dose?
You give probably more than they need.
Because they know that a lot of it will spill out.
Yeah.
I guess you can't give pills to kids. It's like not like a dog situation where
Right,
you hide it in their
exactly.
mashed yams.
Yeah, no.
Although-
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
love
But yeah,
to-
the syringe is definitely it's more precise. Though she was faster than me. But yeah, she was like unhappy that it was happening, but I had to keep on going. Then like by the end of it, she's like just, fully crying.
I
It's
wonder
like,
why adults don't do that. Like if I have to take a Tylenol, why do I have to take 2 pills? I can just grab a syringe and go,
you probably could.
fucking
I think
suck
it'd
it
be a
down
lot
like
less
that.
pleasant. That's why I put all of my medicine into Jello shots.
And then what do? You just put the pills in there and you...
Yeah, and I take a Jello shot, a little tequila.
Yeah. So you take your rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
Pills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I think we learned a lot today.
Yeah.
We created a movie from scratch.
No problem.
Kind of the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
We played Hot Hands, and I think I won.
Definitely close.
We learned about the CollegeHumor Hottest College Girl Party Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
guffawed.
made each other laugh making silly noises.
Yeah.
Which is fun, too.
Really ran the gamut the show.
It's different energy when we're in the room together. We can hit each other. We can yell at each other. We can scream, make each other laugh, and do stuff like that.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should move to New York.
Well, you're in LA now.
Yeah, but I'm going to get back.
You should move to LA, and I'll move to New York.
I love that.
We could switch.
Yeah.
For more segment ideas, leave them in the comment section of this YouTube video.
Oh, great idea.
That way we can just read them right then and there.
Yeah.
I mean, if Trash Class Hero can come up with one, certainly you can't do.
Come on.
And for more of us, you can watch us on our Patreon, patreon.com/JA.
Yeah.
Getting through every Jake and Amir, rewatching them, sometimes writing some.
Mm-hmm. You just watched Fired. Excellent stuff.
It's a party.
Yeah.
And you're invited.
That's right.
And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. Bye.
That was a Headgum original.